live so fast. I didn't even get the chance to smile. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon from beautiful Miami. My name is Maryam Isa Ali Zastupul. I put God first. This is my story and I have a purpose. I help others embrace their authentic self to serve a bigger purpose. Everything I do in my life, from the minute I wake up in the morning to the minute I go to sleep at night, is in service of something bigger than who I am.
Yes, and my name is Alex Zastupul. My purpose in life is to bring out the strength in others so they can take full control of their life and gain all rights to their existence. It actually feels different being on different sides.
Do you like this side or
We're going to do it anyways because it's discomfort.
Why do you like this side or the other side? I feel like you're taller this side. I don't know.
I guess so. I'm really tall.
Okay, Habibi, yeah, let's get into the topic. By the way, guys, we apologize in advance on how harsh. Oh, what a harsh title, Maryam. My emotions will destroy me. Yeah, let's tell you facts about life. So we're gonna talk about the topic of emotions because emotions, especially the bad ones, if you do not control them, they're gonna destroy you.
100%. And let's go right into it. What we mean by this is, first of all, take this and take what you need from this. But I have found this to be true in my life. And number one is it being deceiving. So emotions being very deceiving, meaning like they aren't always what they seem to be. Like things in front of you might be a certain way, but you're reacting a different way.
Yeah.
Right? You're reacting to something in life that maybe you shouldn't be reacting to, like getting really angry about something for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
Getting really excited about something and nothing's actually even happened. Right? It's fine to have emotions by all means, but when I get really excited about something and no result has happened, a lot of times I'll find myself disappointed or like, why did I get so excited about it type of thing. So, yeah, go ahead.
Emotions are very deceiving, guys, because it shows you something that doesn't even there. Because the minute you start becoming emotional, angry, sad, depressed, antagonistic, resenting someone, hating on someone, being jealous, all these different emotions, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna breed more of that emotion. You're gonna keep remembering things when you are sad and angry and depressed. And guess what? When you look at things like that, they don't take you far in life. You get more in trouble than getting out of trouble.
100%. And that's the whole point of this live here today, to tell you guys this. Because emotions, like, it's better just to look at things how they actually are instead of getting emotional about it. Like if I get really sad about something, but like by all means, it's okay to do that sometimes. But if you're always getting sad, you're always getting angry, and like you're letting your emotions control your life, then you're not actually in control. Like you aren't in control. It's your emotions that are reacting to everything. And then you never get to be in control of your life. You never get to control what happens in your future because you're always emoting to everything. And by all means, it's fine, like I said, to be excited about things, to be happy, to have these emotions. Like obviously if something bad happens, it's okay to have emotions about it. But do realize that the emotions are not going to end up helping you in any way. They're not going to do anything for you, right? You're just going to be emotional and that's it. And then what do? There's people that get emotional all the time and then they don't do anything about it. They never take action.
Yeah.
Right? So they just got emotional and then nothing happened. They go back to their same life tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? They get really frustrated about a situation in their life. They're like, I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck anymore. This is ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. And they get really angry about it.
Yeah.
I'm not living paycheck to paycheck. I'm not going to work at this job anymore. And then guess what? They find themselves doing the same thing tomorrow. Right? Because no action was taken.
It's the same group of people who send me voice notes. By the way, guys, if you send me voice notes, I don't really listen to all of them. I'm going to be very honest. Some people send me 10 voice notes. What's going on? They're complaining about my life is like this. I'm not hitting my goals. I don't know why do I exist. And they complain about their lives. I'm like, okay, good. I can help you. I can help you. Let me help you find your purpose. No, I'm good. Okay. The point is many people, they sit and they marinate and they get so distracted in these emotions. And the result of that is that they don't do anything about it. Only what they do is they complain. When you complain about something, it lowers your frequencies and vibrations and you start seeing things very solid and not loosening them up. All the questions, guys, we're going to answer, by the way. So let's go to the second point.
Yeah, going to the second point is paying attention to how you respond to things. So if something negative happens, something really negative happens, something very positive happens, how do you respond to it? Right? And both of these can be traps on both sides. if I respond to, let's say I have a really big win with something, I'm going to celebrate it by all means. I'm going to be very happy about it. But if I stay in the excitement, if I stay excited about it for so long, and 3 years later I'm still talking about how I like won a game or got a degree, or like if I'm still only talking about this one thing 5 years later or even 2 days later, then I'm not actually going to achieve the next thing because I'm still stuck on something in the past.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
By all means, in those moments, I'm actually going to have to look at the next thing. Like, what is the next thing for you?
Absolutely.
Right? And then same goes for if something negative comes into your life, some really negative news, how do you respond? It's so important to be exactly aware of how you respond to things, right? I'll give you guys an example for me. I used to respond to school and education very negatively.
Yeah.
Right? Like I used to get really angry about it and frustrated with it. Why? Because I didn't understand. It came down to misunderstanding for me. I didn't understand why I was supposed to be in school. I didn't understand why I was supposed to be doing these courses and these classes and English number 500, right? I didn't know why I was supposed to be doing those things. And the reality is I just didn't know. And I would always respond to it. And then when some good education came my way as well, which a lot of it is, I would respond the same way, even though that would have been good for me.
Wow.
Right? I would respond in the wrong way. Right? So become very aware of how you respond to everything.
100%.
How do you respond to wins? How do you respond to successes, losses? How do you respond to really big distractions? How do you respond to really, really big setbacks? How do you respond? Right? Because if I, let's say one more thing here. If I have a really big setback and I start crying about it, I start getting angry and I start complaining, I start telling Miriam about it. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's wrong with me. Miriam, I have this really big distraction. I have all these things that are happening in my life. Miriam, can you help me? Instead of doing that, why don't I just ask myself, okay, this happened. This is right in front of me. This may have happened, and not may have, it did happen. It's right there. What can I do about it?
100%.
What can I do to make this better right now?
100%.
Like, what actions can I take right now that are going to make this better?
100%. And here's the thing, guys. Even when someone comes to you and talks to you about something, how do you react to that? Like, for example, I see this happening a lot. Fatma goes to see Sheikha, and Sheikha says to Fatma says to Sheikha, Shawah, you know what Maryam said about you? Shu qalat, what did she say? We start reacting. The wisest thing you do when someone brings you news is to stay silent and hear what they have to say. If you don't have evidence, you don't talk about it. But sometimes our emotions, as you mentioned, when you react to an emotion, you're not paying attention to what you're saying, it's gonna start putting you on a spiral, and as a result of that, you're gonna find yourself suddenly depressed, sad, anxious. You don't know what's happening. Next thing you know, you are seeing a psychiatrist for medication. Why? Because you didn't handle your emotions in the beginning. You know? So, pay attention to how you are you're responding to the good and the bad. The good, how are you dealing with it? The bad, how do you deal with it? Putting anger with anger, pain with pain, a clash with a clash, resentment with a resentment, hostility with hostility, it breeds more of that negative emotion. When someone comes to me with a bad news or talks to me about someone, I don't believe them if that person is not there. There is a verse in the Quran, I'll say it in Arabic and then I'll try to translate it in English.
Sure.
It said, إذا جاءكم فاسق بنبأ فتبينوا أن تصيبوا قوما بجهالة فتصبحوا على ما فعلتم نادمين. If someone comes to you bringing you news that you don't know what is the source of, go ahead and find out. If you do not find out, you might regret what you said. So how many of us are actually being trapped on that? When someone comes to you with something and you start reacting, even when you are engaging in gossip, gossip is a bad emotion. Talking bad about people negatively is such a bad emotion. If you do not listen, if you react like this to other people, imagine what other people say that with you as well. Because these emotions, guys, especially the negative ones, are so infectious, it's ridiculous. Shall I go to number 3?
Yeah, one thing on that. The people that are gossiping, just know that they're not living their purpose at all. Like, they're just I don't even know what they're trying to do, what their
Yeah.
intentions are, if they think it's fun, I don't know. But, I mean, I obviously probably boredom, if anything. And just know, like, I wouldn't even listen to those people if it has to do with you. Like, it just doesn't have to do with anything. So, anyways, yes, we can go to the next one.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. No, definitely.
It's ridiculous.
The third thing you need to understand about emotion, never make a decision. This is my favorite. Never make a decision when you are emotional. Never make a decision. Never. You are in love with someone, you just met him, you loved him. Don't make a decision. You just found like you are in a very sad, emotional anger state. Your manager shouted at you. You got fired. You are charged. There is like this emotion that is literally charging you. You are angry. You saw your kids. Don't say anything. Do not say anything. Nothing good comes out from you talking or making a decision when you are too angry, too sad, or even too happy. Remember the last time you were too happy and you made a decision? How did that end up? Oh, Habibti, I'm inviting everybody to my party. How many people? 2,000. 2,000. Oh my God, I was too excited. Or when you are too angry and you start shouting at your wife, and then you go to her, sorry, you tell her, sorry, the devil approached me. No, the devil has nothing to do with you. You're the one who got angry. You're the one who screamed at your wife. You're the one who acted like a little boy with your wife. It has nothing to do with the devil. By the way, don't blame the devil. The devil has nothing to do with this. It's you as a human being who you don't understand your emotions, and as a result of that, what do? You make the right decisions and the wrong approach with people. 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
That's why we never make decisions when God first.
God first.
That's why we don't make decisions when we are super happy, and we don't even make decisions when we are sad or angry, or like, or even when we are celebrating a win with our business, we don't make a decision.
Yeah. And one thing about this is there's a difference between making a decision based off of emotion and based off of knowing, right? Knowing that something is the right thing to do, right? If you make a decision, right, based off of emotion to eat the cookie, that's because of all the dopamine you want. Like, your brain wants more of the dopamine that you had last time from when you ate the cookie. It's not even the taste of it, by the way.
Yeah.
It's the actual dopamine that's coming from the emotion, right? But on the flip side of it, if you do it based off of what you know, and you know that cookie's not good for you, right? And you don't eat it. Or maybe you eat the cookie knowing that you're going to do it this one time and one time only during this week, right? Like, you're extremely disciplined. You know that about yourself. Then that's different than doing something based off emotion. Because every once in a while, I have a cookie, right?
He loves cookies.
I love
he
cookies.
doesn't take, wallah, mashallah, your self-control.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't do it all the time. I don't put it in the house because I know what I'm going to do if it's in the house. I go and get it, right? Like, I go get one, right? Because I know myself. Right? And then there's a difference between knowing and doing things based off of emotion. If I was doing things based off of emotion, what I would do is I would go buy a whole bunch of them emotionally, maybe because I was really hungry and I was like, oh, I really want, like, I'm craving this. That's not knowing, that's just doing something based off of emotion as well.
Yeah.
This is a really simple example, but it goes for everything in your life, right? You, again, like Miriam was saying, you react to your significant other with anger, right? Instead of seeking to understand that person, right? Maybe they did something, or maybe they didn't, whatever. Look to actually understand exactly what happened, or maybe why they're angry, or why they're sad, or whatever. Like, go understand instead of reacting and being emotional and being like, we do this every single time, and, whatever it ends up being.
Yeah. So when was the last time you made a good decision by reacting to an emotion? Emotions will destroy you guys. I'm telling you, like, emotions, if you give emotions more like than it should, it's like I don't know what to say. Like, even this thing called the EQ, emotional intelligence. Be careful what you know about that, because I personally think that, okay, the higher level of emotions, you are excited about something, you are motivated, you're interested, you're doing something amazing. But when you are being, what does emotional intelligence mean actually? What does that mean? Many people throw that term around like it means nothing. Go ahead and look up the sources. Go ahead and look what does that actually mean.
You should look at what it means.
100%. Like many of us, we just consume information and start of going ahead and seeking information. You know? And by the end of the day, guys, like when you make decisions based on your emotions, one day you're gonna regret it, if not immediately. You mentioned the cookies example. We don't have, by the way, when we go to the store, we don't buy if we're gonna buy something, oh my god, I'm craving something, I'm gonna buy my Ferrero. Sometimes I don't, he surprises me with my Ferrero shit. Right?
Yeah, but not every day, and not like
no, not every day.
Making it addiction.
No, not every day. Absolutely. But we don't buy anything from the store. This is simple. We don't buy anything that we feel like it's not good for us. You know, fortified food, enriched stuff. We don't do any of that.
Yeah, 100%. The emotional thing would be doing all of that because it's easy, or it's like very emotional. It's not intentional. You know, like there's a huge difference between being emotional towards things and being intentional. If I feel like not doing something that I know I need to do, I'm either gonna let my emotions get the best of me, or I'm gonna do it anyways.
Fine.
That is one or the other. I am going to go do it, or I'm going to get emotional about it.
Oh my god.
Right? Like, for example, reaching out to someone that I've never reached out to before. Why do I do that? Because I know that I can help them. It's knowing, it's not an emotion. Right? I know that I can help them, and I know actually if I don't, it's going to be irresponsible of me not to reach out to them, because I know I have something that I can help them with.
Yeah, so when we reach out to you guys for a question, or maybe follow up, or maybe even asking you to do some business with us, we come not from emotions, we come from knowingness that we can help this person. But if this person is going to be emotional and think about all the different times he was approached for help from people who claim to be coaches and mentors and they are thieves, that's your story, but this is not here. But again, we also understand people have this thing, you know, people have their own stories, they have their own like
they have their own life that
yes,
they live.
absolutely.
They live like
absolutely.
That. Yeah.
That's why we approach you when we see you coming into our Instagram live. Don't be surprised. Why did I receive a message from Mariam and Alex? Because we saw you here. That's why we approach you. How was the Instagram live? Is there something you like? Do you want to do something with us? Do you want us to help your team? Do you want us to help your business? Do you want us to help you with 10x? What do you want? The only reason we do this is because you are reacting to something. You are here investing your time, energy, and money. You are watching our Instagram live. You are watching our content. So it is our responsibility to reach out to you. So we apologize in advance if we ever made you feel like, oh, why are they approaching me again? Because you're interested. You're watching. You're looking for something, my friend. I wouldn't have known about you.
Yeah, 100%. And, you know, going back to emotions, someone that is going to spend that investment, time, energy, and money on Louis Vuitton or a new car is a whole lot different than investing in themselves. Right? That's something that's going to last a lifetime. A car is going to go to the junkyard eventually.
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton is going to go in the trash eventually. Both of those things are going to be replaced.
Yeah.
But the thing that will never be replaced is your education, your knowledge, what you know to be true.
Very true.
Can't replace it. And that can only get better or worse. And it's your decision. Actually, your knowledge is not really going to get worse. But like the more you work on yourself, the more you do it. By the way, it's not a one-time thing. Like it's an everyday thing. And that's a very intentional decision that I make for myself. Mary makes for herself as well. Versus me getting emotional, being like, I don't feel like working on myself today. I don't really feel like going to the gym. I don't feel like eating healthy today. Well, guess what? Those are feelings and emotions. They have nothing to do with my future.
100%.
Yeah.
My God, that's very powerful. Like how many of you guys are actually fall in that? You want it, but then you allow your emotions to get in the way. I'm going to share one more story. This morning, Alex goes to the gym before me because I wake up, I start working, and then I go to the gym. So Alex normally before me at the gym. So I want to go outside. Oh my God, it's raining. But I'm like, I could actually allow my emotions to take over. Oh no, it's raining. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to drink my hot cocoa. And I'm going to get cozy in my bed because it's raining. It's cold. It's this morning. No, this is emotions. My thing, I'm like, how do I go to the gym? Okay, let me stand outside. I stood outside for like 7 minutes, and then I was doing an Instagram live. The rain didn't stop. So I got my hat. I did my hair, so I didn't want to make it wet. So I wear a hat, I put a hoodie, and then I went to the gym because my emotions cannot be involved with my goals. Salamat. You know, that's why sometimes people, they allow their emotions in the way, and as a result, they don't get the thing that they want to go ahead and get.
100%.
Yeah.
100%, you guys.
So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you bearing with this topic. Your emotions will destroy you if you're not careful. You know, they will destroy you. So it depends what you want to go ahead and accomplish. So with that being said, guys, anything else?
No. Thank you for joining.
Let's go conquer, guys, with the next one. Bye.
Let's go. See ya.
Bye-bye.